Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Adam RPG with me, Bring It On. I forgot that we didn't turn in this quest to the Postman regarding the barbecue joint in Paragon. An old man with a uniform cap on his head is startled by your approach, but immediately calms down when he recognizes you. What's up, comrade? Regarding our conspiracy. Oh, St. Helena in heaven, tell me you finished these demons. It's hard to admit, but you're right, man. I saw it all. Tell him what you saw. As he listens to your blood-curdling story, the ex-postman transforms right before your eyes. Unhealthy twinkle disappears from his eyes. His back straightens. The man takes his cap off, spits at his palm, and smooths the gray tuft of hair at the top of his head. Oh dear, so I was right. What terrible things happen in the world. It is right what they say. Beware of darkness, or you will perish where there is only weeping and gnashing of teeth. What a plot we unearthed. In plain view, with a smile, and a smell of proper mutton barbecue. Cunning like devils. Someone else might have said even, I could learn something from them. But I can't stand such insolent innovation. You've done a good job. The man offers you a bundle of notes with at least 1,500 rubles. It's tied with a paper ribbon, which has a weird pictogram. A pioneer's trumpet plugged with a cork. Remember, we've been told about that, and we were warned about it as well. Learn. What can you possibly learn from these monsters? Your words don't reach the man. He puts the bundle of notes in your hands, silent, and looks as if he's about to leave. Then suddenly something seems to stop him. He turns back to you with a friendly smile. Tell me, what did you see in Anton's and Ivan's eyes when you killed them? Nothing unusual. Fear, hate, pity. Hope there'd be something like bitter remorse. Realization they had made a mistake. Well, the lesson was taught, even if they didn't learn it. Thank you. Wait, what lesson? The man gives you a wide, kind smile. The lesson is, if you want to make barbecue, go for it. But leave delivering the post to the postman. The man slowly walks behind the corner and disappears in the shadows of the adjacent streets. A little unsettling. But yeah, avoid the postman. That's not our last run-in with that icon. The huge guard stops you with his wide hand. He lifts up his hat and rubs the sweat off his forehead. Oh, you again. Listen, it's like I told you. This place is for the local gangs to meet up. No strangers allowed. Maybe you heard of someone named Shishak. Shishak? Huh. A familiar name to be sure. Yeah, you know what? Come in and talk to bloody Valera about this. He's there with his mates. You can't miss him. After saying so, the guard lets you pass. I'm gonna go do just that. Thanks for letting me through. Eyes you suspiciously. I'm assuming they'll get mad if I unlock this, right? Yep. That's usually a safe assumption. What about this? A bald-tattooed thug shuffles a deck of playing cards deftly and speaks quietly to his pals, who look like criminals. As you come closer, he raises his eye at you, then lowers them back to the deck of cards in his sinewy hands. Well, what's brought you here? Do you like playing cards? I do. I wouldn't miss a party of the blackjack for anything. Tell me the rules. The rules are simple. You get one card. Each round you receive one more card and try to score 21. As soon as you do, you say it out loud and take your prize from the bank. If you score more, you lose. If no one scores 21, the winner is he who has the most points. The value of the cards is as follows. An ace is 11, a king is 4, a queen is 3, a knave is 2, and other cards aren't used at all. It's as simple as that. Want to play? Gladly, but only play for money. How about 5, 10, or 20 rubles? Fine, I bet a 20. You both place your bets, and when the old man's done shuffling the cards, the game begins. Start the game. The opponent has drawn. It is now your turn. Alright, so we got 2 points. One more card. 4 points. One more card. We have 3 queens. That's pretty impressive. Alright, show the cards. I have 20 points. Seriously? My gambling is that bad that he's that good at it? Your opponent has 21 while you have 20. You have lost. That was lucky. The cards love me. Now can I ask you some questions? Okay, what's brought you here? I just wanted to ask a couple of questions. Well, you seem to be a decent person. Fire away. Tell me about Krasno. It's a rich city of friars. I like it. You can make money, or you can take a rest. The police will turn a blind eye to you if you grease their palm. Everything's done properly, if you ask me. Yeah, I can ask another question. Yes? What can you tell me about yourself? My nickname is Viper. Before accepting the responsibilities of the local whoremonger, I was a highwayman. Assaulted caravans and merchants. This is my life story in a nutshell. I see. Can I ask another question? Have you heard any interesting rumors? I've heard that one guy here in this city, Artemiev is his name, has his spies everywhere. He even has a stool pigeon in Elchanoye. No idea why. Probably wants to keep abreast with the events in the world. I see. Can I ask another question? What will you tell me about your friends? Why would I tell you anything if they're right here in front of you? Ask them yourself. Alright. I see. Can I ask another question? Change the subject. What do you do here? What do I do? I look over prostitutes who work nearby. Protect them, take their money, give them money. So you're a pimp, right? The man shrugs angrily. No, I'm the Pope. Of course I'm a pimp. Ugh, people are such morons these days. And how's your business doing? Are there many clients? That depends. Krasno is quite conservative after all. It means that there's a steady customer flow, but they try to keep it a secret. So if I needed a woman, I had to turn to you. No, talk to them directly. I'm senior management. Ah, of course. Okay, change subject, see you later. Our sturdy man in his 40s clears his throat and demonstrates a wry smile. Despite his friendly manners, his ring tattoos, the way he holds his cigarette and spits between his teeth leave no place for doubt. You're talking to a seasoned gangster. Hey there, who sent you? You have some business with me or just loaf around? I'm one of the Grey Folk. Life to thieves, death to cops. The man claps his hands loudly and quacks merrily, which earns some angry looks from his partners in crime. Heh, not bad, eh? Speak of the devil. Come here, sit down, pal. I have some business for you. I can ask you a couple questions. No probs, yo. Who are you? Can you tell me about yourself? My name is Gosha or Gosha? I'm going to say Gosha. Gosha the Wild, which is a very well-deserved nickname. There's a time in my life when the bigger part of the North feared me. Now I work as a money man, but I live a decent life like any thief should. I got it. Another question. Well? What goes on in the city? Could you tell me? What goes on? Our boys work, commoners thrive, the government is corrupted, cops go rogue. Just like before the war. Sounds like poetry. I have another question. Shoot. What do you do to earn your living in the city? I'm a money man. I lend money to friars. So you lend money. I have another question. Could you tell me any rumors? Aren't you too brazen, calling an old thief a gossiper? You could pay dearly for this. Let's not allow it to go that far. I have another question. Let's change the subject. No probs, what do you want? What did you want to discuss with me? The man casts a quick look at the sturdy guy at the top of the table. He gives a barely perceptible nod. Your companion moves closer to you. You can sense the smell of alcohol coming from him. So look, I got fed up with lying low in cheap huts after assaulting a caravan. So by the end of my career, I've turned into a money man. Got me? Well, I lend money to people, at interest. Everything's nice and honest. My policy goes like this. If you return the money on time, we have no problem with you. Go in peace, man. If not, my guys and I make sure you disappear. Otherwise, it's bad for our reputation, for our business. One of these days, the guys and I, we sat well into midnight thinking this thing over. What if we had a mediator, A negotiator. To talk to my debtors before I let my guys loose on them. Then we won't have to kill that often. This might even make me look better among friars. What will you say? I'll give you my death list, so to speak, and you can talk to them. If you persuade them to return the money, they'll live, and you'll get a certain reward. If not, well, we'll whack them, like in the good old times. And why kill them and not try to beat the money out of them first? Delightful. Now listen. My debtors are... The first card, Brinstilov. He owes me 5 grand. He's addicted to slot machines and hangs out in the casino. Did I click on the wrong thing? Or did he just not answer my question? I think he just didn't answer my question. The second one is Katerina Mavrova, a business lady who constantly beseeches the Chamber of Commerce to receive yet another certificate. She has to pay 7 grand. The third one is an idiot, Simeon Lapushkin, who slaves away at the local power plant. He has a wife and a child in some godforsaken village to feed, so he's come here for work. I helped him out while he was getting his bearings, but he's not too eager to return the money. 3,000. You have 3 days to make them see reason. Just 3 days. If I don't see the money by the end of these 3 days, I'll deal with them my way. Great. I'll let you know when I talk to them. Now let's change the subject. Look, do you know a man called Shishak? The man casts a quick look at his friends, who cover their mouths with their hands and shake their heads. Shishak. Hee hee. Nope, don't remember anyone by this name. But perhaps my mates here do. Hee hee hee. Alright, maybe they do. Bye. Before you stands a brutish man. He is muscular, naked, and covered with prison tattoos. In his veiny hands, he clasps a huge hatchet. He's taking swings at the air from time to time. When he notices you, his face turns grim. What do you want? Talk quickly. Just a few questions. You should talk to my pals. They sure like chatting. Are you done with me now? How do they call you, buddy? You can call me Bloody Valera. Nod silently. Bloody Valera, and don't you forget it. Nice to meet you. I'm here to talk about Shishak. The man stops waving his hatchet around and sticks it into a heavy wooden table. Shishak, are you from Dan? I look at him silently. Why are you looking at me like that? Talk. Are you Dan's guy? Yeah, kinda. Why? Fricking balls. I knew something like that was bound to happen. You need to talk to the chief. Know what? Here's my buddy sitting over there wearing a cap. He wanted something done. Help him out and we'll know you're our guy. Then we'll let you have a chat with the chief. Good. What else is there to do? Nothing really. Chat to Gosha, tot, and you'll have your answers. The bandit wearing a cap winks at you. We'll see. Gosha, there's need for a conversation. The grim-looking bandit continues to fight with thin air. From time to time, he shares a word or two with his comrades. He doesn't look like he's interested in his surroundings. I don't mess around with him. Okay, cool. Alright, so this quest that we just got from them is actually on a time limit. You do only have 3 days to complete it. But luckily everyone is here in Krasno, so it's not hard to do. And the man in front of you feeds coins to the slot machine vehemently and puffs at his cigarette mercilessly. He seems totally absorbed by this, so it's no surprise it takes him some time to register you're there. Man, don't stand in the way of sharp card Brinstilov. I'm waiting for my big win. I see. I'm here to talk about your debts. The man swallows a lump in his throat and finally switches his attention to you. Debts. But I'll win my money back soon. Then I'll pay it all back. Honestly, I have a plan. You'll never win it back, mate. So pay now and go in peace. It's not an easy job, making an obsessed gambler see reason, but your long training has yielded its result. Brinstilov's eyes finally flash with understanding. You really think so? You think I'll never have my big win? I'm absolutely sure. The man shivers and finally heaves a sigh. Well, what can you do? Okay, I've already pledged my rifle and my country house. Everything. I have money to pay you, and the rest. I win it from these machines. The man looks around nervously, extracts a bundle of crumpled bills from his bosom, sighs sadly, and gives it to you. Here, give this money to the gangster. This was a wise decision. See you later. Alright, the next one was in the Chamber of Commerce. I think she's the one that wears the pink. She might not be there right now. I'll have to go here during the day. So, that's what we'll do. Let's go rest at the tavern. Or hotel, whatever it's called. An untidy woman who introduced herself as Katerina Mavrova earlier still loafs around the Chamber of Commerce with a huge pile of papers. As she sees you, she's rooted to the spot. You again. Time is money. What do you want? I need the money you owe the gangster from the ship. This is all. The woman's eyes turn round. This crap again? Look, when our common friend said I have 60 days, I told him then and there I didn't agree to such a ridiculous deadline. In a year, when his pathetic thousands turn into 500,000, I'll gladly pay him back. But not now. It's not my fault he wasn't listening when I told him that. Sister, what will happen to all of us in a year? Think of it. It's just stupid. Pay him now. Apparently your words have reached the business lady's cold, calculating heart. I obviously wouldn't go to the trouble of obtaining all these certificates if I plan to flee from Krasno soon. I can understand my creditor's concern, from the business point of view. Unscrupulous dealings are all too often these times. Okay, my first shipment will be far less than I planned, but take this money and bring them back to the wild. I'm very glad you finally seen the light, even though it's taken you some time. Bye. Alright, the last guy is at the power plant outside of Krasno. Which means I need to find a sewer entrance. Get our daily cardio in, running through the Krasno catacombs. But after we do this last part, we can return to the wild, Gosha the wild, and talk to the chief about Dan's coup. Or I guess Shishak's coup, since he was the one enacting the coup. Now, if I wanted to, I could just not complete this quest and just take all this money and run. But there's no reason to do that. Because experience is harder to come by than money. Though you can farm both infinitely in the Wasteland. Just very time consuming. Once you get strong enough to take out the slaver gangs, when they attack you, you're golden. Because they're always well equipped, there's a lot of them, so you get a lot of experience and a lot of money off of all their equipment. And since you usually get the best bargains with the caravans themselves out in the Wasteland, just wandering the Wasteland, you can sell the stuff that you find in the random encounters in the Wasteland. It's just a win-win. Like they made grinding very easy in this game. If that's something you're interested in. A sweaty mustached man tiredly massages his temples while surveying the machinery surrounding him on all sides. But seeing you, he livens up. Hi. How are things going with our coal problem? Alright, not this guy. I think it's this guy. A tired man, his face covered in coal dust, blinks fearfully and wipes his dirty hands on his trousers. He snorts and gives you a questioning look. You see a badge pinned to his uniform. Simeon Lapushkin. Look, man, I'm working now. If you have a question, go talk to my boss. No, I want to talk to you. About your debt. The worker turns pale, which is obvious even despite the soot that covers his face. Oh, can we move the deadline a little? You see, I owe money to other people too. I understand how tough your situation is, mate, but it seems to me you don't. These people are dangerous. Really? Yes, they are. Oh, look, I don't need these problems. My wife back in the country has given birth. But the reason I work my fingers to the bone here, I don't want my child to grow up without his father. The man sighs and takes a bundle of crumpled bills out of the pocket of his dirty uniform. Here, give it to your boss. Wise decision. Right? Bye. Oh, and I leveled up. Neat. I probably don't need any more points into lockpicking, because we have the plus 30 with the key ring that we found. Probably don't need more points in speechcraft either, but since we're here. Actually. Yeah, we'll start putting points into throwing weapons. Alright, so as much as I want Shield Master, I'm thinking that getting Think Like the Enemy is the best choice when we can afford it. It's one of the more powerful perks in the game. Also, we broke 100 health. 103. Let's go back and turn this in to the gangsters. So reason for him to have his pistol out here. Make sure he has his melee weapon equipped so we don't waste ammo without good reason. Despite having plenty of ammo at this point, I don't want to risk running out. Because we'd have some big fights we have to take care of down the road. It's one of the reasons why I'm putting points into throwing weapons. Because, some AoE explosives will come in handy towards the end of the game. The heck was that? That sounded like a cow, but I don't think there's any cows here, is there? Okay. A good gangster greets you with a grin and invites to squat at his side. Invites you to squat at his side. You remain standing. Hiya, bro. How's it going? Talking of your debtors. So, brought any good news? Here's sharp card Brinstelov's debt. Great. Nice crispy bills. Here's 10% for you. And here's Simeon Lapushkin's debt. Wow. So we actually found some money. Great job, pal. Here's 10% for you. And here's Katerina Mavrova's debt. Hee hee. Give it to me. Money's money. Here's your well-earned 10%. And what now? What now? You did a great job, bro. Perhaps I should switch to more peaceful methods of money collecting. Oh, those perspectives. Right. I guess you can talk to Bloody Valera, my pal. Perhaps he will cheer you up. The man next to him nods slightly. Thank you. I think this is what I'll do. Alright, let's talk to Bloody Valera. The grim-looking bandit continues the fight with thin air. From time to time, he shares a word or two with his comrades. He doesn't look like he's interested in his surroundings. You probably saw I did everything for that pal of yours. Everything done? Fine. You can then talk to the chief. The bandit turns to the quiet strongman, who guards the crime leader's room, and shows him a strange, apparently secret gesture. The guard shrugs and invites you in with a nod. Good luck in the talk you're about to have. You'll need it. I think so too. Bye. Alright, I guess we're not gonna get to ask him any questions. It's probably for the best. A mustached man in a hat is spinning a ciggy in his fat fingers. Before you can say anything, he jumps up and aims a shiny new TT pistol at your face. Jesus Christ and Mother Mary, who did my good-for-nothing guards let in this time? Speak up. My name is Donnie. I represent Dan and his men. That mustached idiot? Huh, I meant to say, old idiot. Well, what does he want? I'm not going to cooperate with him, if that's what he's after. Period. Nah, it's not about that. We had a little conflict of interest at the old factory. Your people told me they know one of the fire starters from that fight we had. The gang leader calms down, licking his lips. Ahem. Darn snakes told you everything. My mom was right when she told me not to trust anyone. Even myself, for that matter. Darn it. Fine. I'll open up to you. We helped this Shishak feller. We had good reasons to do so. And what are these good reasons? The bandit briefly rubs his pistol with the dirty napkin with his initials on it, and conceals it again. To begin with, have you heard of a certain bandit from up north called Sioma Veronik? I don't remember. Who is he again? Oh, he's a legendary mob boss who got his hands on a diamond mine after the war. There's a whole town built up around the mine, and he's the god and king of it all. He deals in slaves and drugs, and captures whole factories. Quite the adversary to those who dare cross him. Like I already told you, Sioma Veronik owns a diamond mine, meaning he's got tons of stones. This local character decided to relieve him of some of his jewels. He crept in Sioma Veronik's tower in the dead of night, and got away with his best shinies. I myself would applaud such opportunism, but Sioma wasn't so graceful. He started digging, and discovered the thief had something to do with Dan and his factory crew. And, well, who knew the old man would be so unforgiving? He sent one of his men over to make an ultimatum. Either we help him destroy Dan and his crew, just for being associated with the diamond thief, or he sends us to hell. God knows I don't fall for cheap tricks, but Sioma's guys showed us he's serious. Very serious indeed. He exploded like a train cart full of dynamite during the moot. Result, we decided to bring Dan down. Who's the thief who started all this? Meh, an informant who sometimes worked for Dan. They say he was killed in Ultranoye, or he got lost or something. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Oh, so it's the guy that we killed in Ultranoye for Kovalev. Seemingly. Do you even like working with Sioma and his henchmen? That's the problem. We don't like it at all. But that vengeful, stubborn old jerk made us follow his plan. The strength of his character is something I can respect, but not when it might destroy me at any moment. How did you help those idiots from up north? What did they make you do? Easy. They contacted Shishak and asked him if he wanted to be the new boss at the factory. All they needed after that was some men crazy enough to help out during the mutiny. But since we're on the subject, their plan didn't go well. And where's this oh-so-terrible henchman of Sioma Vronic hiding right now? Maybe I can talk him out of doing what he does. I doubt it. They don't call me the sweet talker for nothing. I'm awesome at negotiating, yet I couldn't talk sense into these guys. Try it if you want. Just don't forget to say goodbye to your loved ones beforehand. Vronic's people are constantly traveling. The little bird told me they can be found right now at a place called the Container Yard. What's worth a try? Bye. So I think I fought these guys last time. It is not an easy fight. If I remember correctly, it's where I learned the value of automatic firearms. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one we will descend into the Chamber of Commerce bunker and speak to the high rank and file of Krasno's government. Yeah, that sounds right. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.